What's up YouTube, it's your boy Nasher. Welcome back to the channel. Now before we get started with today's video, the road to 200 subs has now come to a close and we are now 210 subs away from hitting 500 subs. And if you guys are new to the channel, and I know that a lot of you guys are, because practically 100% of you guys are watching the content, but you guys are not even subscribed. So if you guys are watching the content, you like the content, and you want more of the content, but you guys have not subscribed as of yet, then make sure you guys do indeed subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, smash that thumbs up button on this video, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And I want you guys to post in the comments below answering the question of the day, which is this: which structure deck would you consider to be the greatest structure deck ever printed, ever released? Let me know down in the comments below. And before we get started with this video, obviously you guys can probably excuse me, tell by my voice I am still sick. Luckily, I didn't lose my voice yesterday, which is great. Great news. Yeah, I'm still sick. Luckily, it's not as bad as I had imagined. Luckily, it was just a massive cough. I should be okay within the next 2 or 3 days, perhaps. So that'll be good news. But on that note, today's video, I'm gonna be opening up what I would consider to be probably the best structure deck that Konami has ever released in existence, and that is this. You guys see it, the Blue Eyes White Destiny structure deck. Now I did purchase 3. I actually got these from my partners over at Collector Store, so be sure to check them out. Link and address will be in the description below, and by checking them out, not only does it support them, it also supports the channel. So I would greatly appreciate it if you guys did indeed check them out. But the reason why I'm gonna be opening up all 3 is because from what I heard, apparently there's a bit of a rumor that supposedly there is a quarter century secret rare in these structured decks. So I don't know if the rumors are true, but we are going to open up all 3 and take a look at the contents of the deck. So as I am getting this open, what I find really cool, and yes, I just saw. So here's the promo. This has the quarter century secret rare. So apparently, so I haven't taken a look at it, but there was a rumor that I had heard that apparently it featured a QCR from which is which could be any card from this from the structure. But this is pretty cool because the last time Blue Eyes got a structure deck, it was back in 2015, I want to say, where we got the Saga of Blue Eyes White Dragon. So that was a pretty interesting one. But let's take a look at the QCR. Get that out of the way. And ooh, is this? Oh, it is not the QCR. It is not the QCR, but we got a Hollow Bleed Maiden of White. We have a Hollow Bleed Maiden of White. Obviously, you guys can't tell because my camera is a bit odd. But under the right light, you could possibly see it. But that's actually pretty cool. So I'm going to set that over here. Let's take a look at the second one. Let's see if we got a QCR out of this one. Let's take a look. And nope, it is not a QCR. We got a secret rare, Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon. I'll be talking about all the new cards that are in this structure deck, which is gonna be crazy to do. I kind of figured that there would be a QCR, but I think it's like very rare to see it, but still, that's pretty cool. Now for the last one. Hopefully we do get a QCR. I'm actually hoping for it, but let's see. Nope, a second Maiden of White. All right, that's all right. It is what it is. I'm not gonna complain about it. I'm not gonna complain. I kind of figured that there would be a QCR because I think Cyber Knight actually pulled he actually pulled a QCR from his structured decks. I think it was either him or somebody else. But one thing I don't like about the new structure decks is that there's this little tab. There was like this little tab thing that prevented me from pulling the cards out. And this is how they chose to put the deck in. Look. Literally, it's like this. Literally, it's like this and not like this. So here's the full deck of cards. Before we get into this, I'm going to talk about the two new cards that we just pulled. So first up is obviously Maiden of White. And the effects read as follows. You can send this card from your hand or field to the grave. Place one True Light from your hand, deck, or grave face up in your spell and trap zone. If you special summon Blue Eyes by Dragon while this card is in your grave, except during the damage step, excuse me, you can special summon this card. When a card or effect is activated that targets this card on the field, or when this card is targeted for an attack as a quick effect, you can special summon a Blue Eyes by Dragon or a level 1 Light Tuner from your grave. You can only use each effect once per turn. So this is basically Maiden with Eyes of Blue on steroids. So in reality, you really don't need, excuse me, you really don't need Maiden with Eyes of Blue. All you need is 3 copies of this, and you're good. Literally, that's all that's all you need, which is amazing. It's a good way. It's a good way to not only ensure that you get a Blue Eyes White Dragon on board, but also to ensure that you get True Light on board right off the bat, and it basically is, it has sort of like a built-in negation, if you will, which is pretty cool. Now we have Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon, which looks fucking badass. This card looks fucking badass. So the effect of Ultimate Spirit reads as follows. Your opponent cannot banish cards from your grave. Can only use each of the following effects once per turn. When a card or effect is activated on the field as a quick effect, negate the activation, and if you do, this card gains 1,000 attack until the end of the turn. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon a light dragon from your grave, except this card. So you can literally so if you have so let's say you have Blue Eyes Alternative Ultimate Dragon in your graveyard. Hypothetically speaking, if this card got destroyed, you could literally summon now Blue Eyes Alternative Ultimate Dragon, and you would still have yourself a crazy ass beater on board, which is amazing, which is incredible. Now for the deck of cards. I'm a bit disappointed that I didn't get a QCR from the promo, but it is what it is. I think players and collectors alike are mostly going to be buying out the structure decks just to see if they can pull a QCR. And I know this because I checked Collector Store's website. What was it, yesterday? I think it was like yesterday or something. to see if they had any more of the Blue Eyes structure decks. No, they completely sold out. Literally, they sold out. Literally, it was insane. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 8 foil cards that are in the structure deck. So here's the first one. Indigo Eye Silver Dragon, which is a crazy card. And the effects of this card reads as follows. Cannot attack unless it has a normal monster as material. Can only use each of the following effects once per turn. If this card is exceeds summon, you can negate the effect of all face-up cards your opponent currently controls. You can detach a material from this card, target one normal monster in your grave, or banishment, special summon it. If you do, it gains 1,000 attack. So this is basically Dark Ruler No More on steroids. And what's cool about this is that it's basically dark. It's basically dark. Dark Ruler No More with Monster Reborn. So this is a good way to get Blue Eyes, or rather a Blue Eyes White Dragon on board from your graveyard, and you can automatically just go into go into your synchro plays, your link plays, or whatever, and it's just absolutely insane. So this card is absolutely just cracked. Then of course we have this guy, Spirited with Eyes of Blue. This card is absolutely insane. Excuse me. Let's see here. You cannot special summon except dragons. You can only use each of the following effects once per turn. If this card is linked summoned, you can take a Mausoleum of White from your deck and either add it to your hand or send it to the grave. You can tribute this card, special summon a Blue Eyes monster from your hand or grave, but if you special summon an effect monster from your grave, by this effect, it cannot attack and its effects are negated. This basically makes summoning Blue Eyes White Dragon a lot faster. And also too, you can also use Blue Eyes White Dragon to go into your Xyz plays, which is pretty cool. And then of course a third copy of Maiden in White. So I basically have 5 copies of Maiden of White. Then of course we have Wishes for Eyes of Blue, and its effects read as follow: discard a card at a level 1 light tuner and a spell or trap that mentions Blue Eyes White Dragon from your deck to your hand, except this card. When you let's see here, you can banish the card from your grave, target a Blue Eyes White Dragon you control, equip a Blue Eyes monster from your extra deck to it as an equip spell that gives it 400 attack. They will use each effect once per turn. I mean, it's like not bad. It's a cool way to get a Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Excuse me. It's a cool way to get the original Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon to your graveyard. Especially if you use the monster as link material. That's actually pretty cool. Then, of course, we have another copy of the Ultimate Spirit Dragon. Then we have this new card, Neo Kaiser Seahorse. This card is absolutely sick. If you control Blue Eyes White Dragon, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can target a light tuner you control, increase or decrease its level by 1. If this card is sent from the field to the grave, you can send a Blue Eyes monster or a monster that mentions Blue Eyes White Dragon from your deck to the grave, except this card. You can only use each effect once per turn. This basically makes synchro summoning a lot faster. So what's cool about this is that you can if you have let's say for example you have oh my god, let's say you have Blue Eyes Yeah, is it? No. Let's say, for example, you have a blue eyes white dragon on board. Plus you have this, and I'll say another level 2 tuner monster. Let's just say that. You can hypothetically speaking, special summon this card, decrease this card's level, um, by one. It's by one. Okay, so hypothetically speaking, you would need to have, there. Oh my God, what would be a combo that you can do with this card? I guess in a way, this card can basically just make summoning Spirit Dragon a lot faster, which is pretty cool. Then of course we have this other new one, which is Roar with the Roar of the Blue-Eyed Dragons. Special summon in defense a Blue Eyes monster from your deck, grave, or banishment. But if you control no Blue Eyes White Dragon, you can only special summon Blue Eyes White Dragon with this effect. Also, you cannot special summon from the extract for the rest of the turn except for dragons. You can manage the card from your grave, fusion summon a fusion monster from your extract, using monsters from your hand or field, including a Blue Eyes monster. You can only use this card once per turn and only once that turn. So all the effects are once per turn, but this basically just makes fusion summoning a lot faster and a lot easier, which is pretty cool. And now for the final new card, it is called Majesty of the White Dragons. Show up to three of the Blue Eyes White Dragon in your hand, face up monster zone and or grave, then destroy an equal number of cards your opponent controls. You can manage this card from your grave, ritual summon a ritual monster from your hand by attributing Blue Eyes White Dragons from your hand or field whose total levels equal its level. You can only use each effect once per turn. You're basically summoning out, get this, Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon just off of this one card alone. So, whoop. Well, there goes PSA 10. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. There goes PSA 10 with this card. Anyway, that card is basically a chaos form, but just better. It's better. It's literally better chaos form, which is pretty cool. Now for the rest of the deck, we basically get pretty much everything. Blue Eyes, you get probably the three, not the three best Blue Eyes artworks, but they're still pretty cool. We also get Alternative, we get Jet Dragon, we get Abyss Dragon, we get Dragon Spirit of White, which is a cool one. Chaos Max, which is pretty weird as a common. Same as this one. This one's also weird as a common as well. We get Legend, Ancients. We get 3 Sage actually. We get a Master with Eyes of Blue. We also get a Dictator of D. We get a couple of those. A Nibiru, which is crazy. Ash Blossom. I think honestly, Nibiru and Ash are probably still going to be the most valuable in these structured decks. In these structured decks, including Effect Veiler, these are also going to be really valuable as well. We get Chaos Form, a couple of Ultimate Fusions. We get 2 Melodies. We also get a Mausoleum of White, Burst Stream, a couple of Trade-ins, a Call By, a True Light, which I believe I still have my copies as well. Ultimate Creature of Destruction, Destined Rivals, Imperm, and then the extra deck is just absolutely insane. We get the 2 Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragons, Twin Burst Dragon, Tyrant Burst Dragon, Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon, and then yeah, just absolutely incredible. And then just a bunch of advertisements for Duel Links, for Master Duel, and of course, yeah, for Yu-Gi-Oh! Neuron. Yeah, so they ended up giving you, so they gave you a QR code, I guess to play Duel Links. So here's the QR code for those who are curious, there is the QR code for Duel Links. Here's the one for Master Duel if you guys are interested. And then I think here is Yu-Gi-Oh! Neuron. Here's the QR code for Neuron. And then on the back of this one, it has the QR code to learn the basics of the Blue Eyes structure deck. So there's that. So my thoughts on this, I think this is probably by far one of the best structure decks we've ever had. Ever. Like when it comes to to structure decks in terms of the meta, this is gonna be by far the most broken deck anybody will have ever seen. I honestly don't know if I'm gonna play Blue Eyes, just because of the fact that I really haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh! All that much anymore. I think I'm mostly just getting into collecting, and mostly gonna be selling cards here and there. So I've got like 5 binders over here, that I'm selling cards in. So if you guys, so I don't exactly know when I'll start selling, but when I do, I'll probably be selling them over at my locals here in the valley. But that's irrelevant. That's neither here nor there. But I will say though, I will say though, this structure deck is gonna be wild. I honestly can't wait for the next YCS, which I believe the next YCS I think is supposed to be in Guadalajara, isn't it? Hang on. Oh, I think the next one should be Guadalajara. Let's see. Here we are, events. Excuse me. The next one is going to be the next two are gonna be the team YCS, one in San Salvador and the other one's gonna be in Vegas. So aside from those two, the next YCS is gonna be in Buenos Aires, Argentina at the end of March. So by then, this deck may just end up being the most broken deck of the format, hands down. And what's also even more crazy is that there are 2 other YCSs after that. The first one will be on the weekend of April 5th. That will take place in Houston. And then the other one will be taking place during WrestleMania weekend. And it will be in Mexico City. So I'm actually curious of exactly what decks are going to be in the format during that time, because I can honestly tell you that this structure deck may just end up being the deck that breaks the meta. 100%. Is it worth picking up a few? 100%. This is the best structure deck Konami has ever released. I would probably say since the Soul Burner structure deck that we got back in 2019, and that was actually the very first common print of Ash Blossom. Literally the first common print of Ash Blossom, which is insane. Again, I don't really know. I honestly don't know if I'm gonna build Blue Eyes. I think for the most part, as far as like the deck goes, with 3 structure decks, you got basically everything you need. You got 3 Ash, you got 3 copies of Nibiru, you basically get 3 Maiden of White. You basically have just about everything. If you're missing extra cards, all you gotta do is just go online and buy them or something. But other than that, you have a pretty decent deck, and I think I paid like 12, almost like $12 a piece for these. So they're gonna get pretty expensive over time. So make sure you guys pick them up while they are cheap. Because I can guarantee you once we get to the next team YCS, and then the YCS in Argentina, I can guarantee you that Blue Eyes is gonna be very dominant alongside Dragon Ruler. So altogether, 100% worth picking up. It's definitely worth picking up a few. Definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. I would probably say that a lot of the foil cards and a lot of the common cards are gonna go up in price over time. Especially given the fact that Blue Eyes is just any version of Blue Eyes White Dragon, especially even if it's a common, you know damn well it's still gonna be a $3, $4 card easy. So, but with that being said, that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more structured egg openings in the future, which do not happen often, but if you guys want to see them or see any more Yu-Gi-Oh videos in the future, then make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below. And again, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. And if you guys want to send me fan mail, all the info will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.